unboxing for the upgrade pack version 1.5 for Centauri Saga. This came separately from the second, I believe, Kickstarter. You can see below I have just unboxed Centauri Saga, which is this cover. This is a unique 4x co-op game with various game modes. This is one of the things that intrigues me most about the game, the fact that it can be played as a solo with different scenarios for different game modes and different gaming experience. As you can see, players navigate with their spaceships among different bosses and different enemies and different spaceships that attack them, and they're trying to fulfill the goals of their mission. I'm not going to go into detail about explaining the game here, just to see briefly open the upgrade pack and show you the components. This is a player mat of each player. It has different statistics for shields and weapons, etc., and you can track them with various cubes. Lots of cards, lots of tiles for the various scenarios, different ways to play the game. As we have already shown, you can pick different scenarios to play based on if you want more confrontation, if you want more goal-orientated scenarios like a safe passage here, or fixing the jump gates. But again, the best thing about the game, I think, is that it can be played also solo, and I've heard that it's quite good as a solo as well. Now, let's move without further ado to opening the upgrade pack and see what's inside here. Okay, so that's the cover. I'm not sure, but I believe there are upgraded scenario and rulebooks included, and that's great. So let's see with the base game here from the first print what the upgrade pack now brings to the table. First of all, we have the upgraded and refined rulebook. Again, the introduction, the components, the game setup, boss cards, exploration cards, action cards, the player mat with each player having their own player board. We start from this section and then we expand. There is the anatomy of the Armada deck, the commanders, how they are breaking down their cards and what each thing stands for. Here we have rows for the combat, the shield, the speed and the hull, and they each track the statistics of your spaceships. And then we have different tokens and different miniatures for all the components, and then how the action cards are used, and of course the scenario that you choose and the gameplay. The gameplay has various phases, as we have seen from the core game. Phase 1, which is the events, then we proceed further to phase 2, which is an upkeep. We have phase 3, which is the movement, and then of course that's followed by the encounter phase, phase number 4, which is this one. By the way, here you can see the breakdown of the exploration card, the title, the flavor text, the check roll that you need to do, and the rewards if you pass it, and then the breakdown of the boss cards like the Red Baron here. You have the Asteroid of Death, Corrupted Crow, Black Carrier and Red Baron. And again, all these have to do with the different game modes that you play the game. You can have collaboration between players, and it's explained how this is done here, and of course how you play solo, the modifications you do, some FAQs that they have used experience from the first print to implement them. And the important thing that I also like is they have a separate scenario rulebook here for the 1.5 version, which has the scenarios, special scenario cards and how these are explained, the scenario events, campaigns for fixing the jump gate, it's an interesting campaign, safe passage, the lost star bases, distress call, open confrontation, Ravager's demise, and then the retaliation. This looks like a big scenario, and they're all explained differently with the specific goals and what you're after. Okay, so far so good. Let's see what we have next. I believe we have the improved player boards. Yes, definitely these are improvement. One for each player. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can play with up to 6 players, I believe, with these. These are thick cardboards now, not thin cardboards, and of course, let me pull some tokens out. Here you're going to place the cubes for tracking the various statistics, of course, but the important thing is you can immediately see this is a matte thick cardboard compared to which was before just a plain matte. Not that this is bad, but especially since you're using cubes and you're moving them around, if you have them on a cloth or a mat, this may not be easily tracked. Here everything is much better, even I believe the matte finish that they have looks very nice, and I much prefer, of course, these boards. And we have six, sorry, one for each commander, because with the expansion you can go up to the 6 players, and that's cool. Then we have additional minis with their respective bases. One is this one. I remind you the core ones are the 4 that you see down here. Am I missing one? Yeah. And the one that is introduced now is this one, which is quite a big one. Reminds me of some sort of Cylon, maybe from Battlestar Galactica. That would be nice. This one, I like the bases, are very sturdy and you can easily set them on their spot. And of course the Ravager, the big boss, sorry. I don't remember the name of that one. I think it's called, not sure how it's called. It was a token in the first version of the game. Here is the mini, and it looks very nice because once you assemble it, it gives the impression of a very nasty and vicious spaceship or space battle station. I don't know what this can be assigned. This is huge, as you can see, and looks very nice. I mean, you can see that this takes almost a full tile when it is located here, and it extends to the sides. I really like this mini, looks very nice. Now we have 2 more decks included. I don't know if these are replacement decks for, I need to read the details, but in any case, the cards that are included are those here, the retaliation special items, the fixing the jump gate. Okay, so this should be the scenarios, I suppose. Ravager's demise, 3 players, there it is. This is this guy here. Captains, the stats. Stingray, Star Reaper. Not sure if these are replacement cards. I need to check online to be sure. Or additional cards. I suppose they are replacement cards for the more balanced 1.5 version. Okay, so I'm not going to mix this one before I sort it out with the main deck of cards and find out what's what. 5th player. I believe this is for the 5th player. These are the spaceships from the players. Or is it? No, this is an NPC. This is not the 5th player. Yeah, because there is no accompanying base with it. Okay, so these are the sections of, and this is one of the bosses. This was the 4th one from the base game. These are the components from the upgrade pack of Centauri Saga. Now that I have the upgrade pack, I'm thinking about it's about time to throw it on the table and have a go. There are also some additional cards, small size, I forgot to mention, which again they must be most probably replacement cards. Okay, this is a game that hasn't got a lot of hype or attention. I don't know why. I suppose because there are so many now out there. But in any case, it intrigues me, especially the solo mode that I'm going to try and give it a go. So hopefully I'm going to come back with a how to play video sometime soon with this game. Many thanks for watching.